In this PowerPoint video, we are going to take a look at how to insert an image. Okay, so there is a standard way that you need to insert your image, and you have to start with creating a figure element. So use the figure tag, and inside of that you would have, so the figure tag is really like a container for your image. Okay, and then with the image you have to have a caption, the fig caption. All right, so let's go try that out in Atom. So I'm going to exit out of here. And then I am going to go here and I am going to go to create yet another file, so new file. And let's call this one, save as coffee. So let's go save. Oh, coffee.html, don't forget. Okay, so coffee.html, and again, let's get in the habit of writing the whole document structure out. So doc type, declaration, here, it's always the first line, then HTML. Okay, oh, HTML. End tag, and then you have your head tag, then you have your body tag. Okay, I'm just gonna go change some alignment in there. All right, and inside the body tag I'm going to have the figure tag. Okay, so figure, oh, there we go. So I double clicked, and that enters the end tag for me as well, but you have to be careful in case you end up with extra angle brackets. And next is image, which is just img. Okay, and it is empty tag, meaning it doesn't need a close tag. And of course it needs attributes to go grab the source of the image and things like that, but we'll do that in the next step. So the next one is fig caption, there we go. And I double click and I ended up with the extra bracket there that I deleted. So here we go. And then in the fig caption, I'm going to say espresso cup. Okay, this is a picture of an espresso cup. So just some text that describes the image, but you're wondering, where is this espresso cup? So you have to go to Web Campus to download it into your images folder. All right, so let's go over to Web Campus. Here you find coffee image. You can click on it and right click on it and go save image as, and navigate to your site and then your images, and note that the name is espresso. Make sure that you don't spell it wrong later on. Okay, it's espresso.jpg is the name of the file. It's a JPEG, so I'm going to save it in my images folder. Okay, so let's go save that. So that is now saved in my images folder. So if I was to show you, here we go. I have coffee index list table, and in my images I have my favicon and I have my espresso image. All right, so let's keep moving on. Let's go over to Atom here, and now we are ready to grab that image. So we have to use the src, the source attribute. Okay, so source points to where that image is and then grabs that source. So where is that image from here? Okay, from coffee, you have to go into images folder, and then when you get into images folder you have to call espresso.jpg. Okay, so let's go do that. So the path is images folder and then espresso, make sure you spell it correctly, .jpg. Okay, and here we go, file, save, and that should show that image in there. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see figure because we don't have any styles applied to it yet, but the figure is kind of like an invisible box that contains the image and also this caption here. Okay, and then we're going to use the style sheet, the CSS, to style it. So maybe you want a border for figure, maybe you want some padding, meaning some space, maybe you want a background color. So you can do all that using the CSS. But for now, let's go see how it looks just sort of plain Jane. Okay, so I'm going to go here, packages, view in browser, There we go. And you have a caption here, espresso cup. So that should have been successful for you. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint and see what we missed. We have an alt tag that we haven't entered. Okay, so the alt tag is something that shows up should your image not show up. So it's for accessibility reasons. It also provides, something for screen readers to read. So some people who cannot see, who are visually impaired, that would be very helpful to them to know what that image was about, because the screen reader can't read images, but they can read the alt tag that comes with images. So this is alt text. So alt equals a nice cup of espresso. Okay, so it describes the image. Okay, so I'm just gonna say save, and let me go to here. And so nothing happens, right? But let's say for some reason this image doesn't show up. Maybe I spelt it wrong here. No G there, so this is definitely not going to show up. So in that case, then you have this picture of a broken link to the image, and then you have the description of that image. Even if your image does show up and then somebody who is visually impaired can't read that image, then it's good for them because the screen reader will read that image for them. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix it and go File, Save. There we go. And that should work again. All right, so back to the PowerPoint here. All right, so done that. So for images, you use a figure element to mark up a photo in a document, and then the fig caption element to define the caption for the photo. So the figure element that we created actually identifies the self-contained content related to the main content. Okay, so the figure element can also be used for if you're inserting a table or a chart. The fig caption is nested within the figure, just like the IMG element, okay, and it identifies the content that is above it. All right, so the next thing that we are going to look at is writing comments in your HTML. But this is it for this slide for now.